on guys, it's your boy Worthy Prince coming at ya with another Lords Mobile video. Before I get started today, if you're new at the channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Go do it right now, then come back. If you're already a subscriber, welcome back guys. I hope you're all doing really well. I'm glad to be back on here as well. And today I'm going to be talking about nerfing troops. Now, you guys might be thinking, what are you talking about? Some of you guys might be thinking, I know what you're talking about. Be quiet now, don't say a word. But you know what? I just want to open the discussion up and see what you guys think about this. The question I'm asking is, should IGG nerf the troops in this game? Okay, now let me just explain exactly what that is, okay, before you say no straight away, alright? So I've played other games like this, not the same by any stretch of the imagination, but I've played games similar, and you know what, you guys probably have too. I'm sure all of us have had bad experiences with Mobile Strike and Game & War, played games like that that started off fantastic and then just went absolutely awful because the developers got greedy and whatnot. But before this, let's go back a step. Before they got greedy, when the games were fun to play, right, before any major updates or anything like that, what was happening in those games is the same as what I'm seeing happening in Lords Mobile. Players, not all players, some players are taking advantage of the fact that T1 troops cost hardly anything on resources, require much less gems to train, a lot less time to train, and they're mass producing them in really high numbers. So when I say high numbers, I'm talking 15 million plus. You know, some bases will be 60 to 70 million might. For someone that's a T4 player in the 200, 300, 400 millions and higher, you would look at that and say, I'm going to solo that. That's definitely soloable, that kind of power level. You solo it and you lose your arse basically. You lose your march. You lose everything. Your hero's captured, you've lost your march, and you're really upset because like, what the hell happened, you know? And the question is that fair? I mean, the person that's attacking spent a lot of money, a lot of time, unlocking T4. We all know how hard it is to do that. They've got good gear, good heroes, and the person they've attacked has got hardly any research. They've got not even probably T3 unlocked. But yeah, they're able to destroy someone's march who's got everything, and I don't know if that's right. And you know what? The same questions was asked of the players in those other games I mentioned. And what those developers done actually was probably one of the best things they did do, and that was they introduced Nerf ratios. Now you might not understand what that means, so let me go into the training ground and I'll show you, or the barracks, and I'll show you what I mean. So let's just do a general example between tier 3 troops and tier 1. Now what they done is they implemented this to stop people from abusing the tier 1 troops, okay? To stop them from mass producing them for little cost and being able to attain fantastic victories, you know? And the way they did that was by putting nerf ratios in. So for example, let's just say, for example, the nerf ratio between tier 3 to tier 1 could be introduced as 10 to 1, which would mean for every single 1 unit of Royal Guard, the maximum you are allowed to train of the grunt would be 10. So for example, if I had 100,000 T3 infantry, the maximum I could train on my tier 1 at that point would be 1 million. Now if I stayed 1 million or under, based on the fact I've got 100,000 tier 3, then I'm not nerfed in any way. My defense and attack is as it is, as my stats say. Come at me, bruh. You know, that's how it works. But if I was to take advantage of the system, take advantage of the cheaper troops and the quicker training times, and instead of building my allocated 1 million, build 6 million, I would then become nerfed. And what happens when you become nerfed is your attack and defense and HP, all of your stats, go to 0. If you're hit by someone, you lose every single lower tier troop, like your tier 1 troops, not your higher ones, your lower tier 1 troops, every single lower tier troop, up until the point that you're not nerfed. So if I was allowed 1 million and I've got 5 million, in that single solo attack I would lose 4 million T1 troops. sort of as a punishment, to be honest, because I didn't watch what I was doing and I clearly abused the system. Now, you may say to me, absolutely not, because, yeah, there's a lot of players that do this. There's a lot of players that do this. Am I allowed to have an opinion on this, or do I stay unbiased? That's the question. And I really don't know, to be honest, because I just don't know. I mean, there are ways of trapping people without having to mass produce T1s. You know, you can really do it. I mean, even in the other games, when they introduced the troop ratios, you could still trap people by, you know, having a good ratio of troops. And this didn't affect T2, by the way, or T3 or T4. It was none of that. It was just to do with the tier 1 troops. It was a way of the developers stopping people from just mass producing them and having an advantage against players that have obviously spent a lot more on their research and their gear and, you know, their jewels or whatever you want to call it. You know, it just didn't sit right with those players. At the end of the day, it's those players that fund the game. It's the people that spend in the game that fund the game to allow the game to have maintenance and get fixed, although not during a KVK, that's quite annoying. But yeah, you know what I mean though. It's the paid players that keep the game running. It's them, you know. So, is it fair for someone that may be a very low spend or possibly even free to play, although free to play wouldn't be able to build mass produced T1s, but someone that has spent a very, very low amount just to mass produce those T1s, do you think it's fair for them to be able to take out a full march of someone that spent 50 times their amount to get all the research done? I don't know, guys. That don't sit right with me. I think that's not quite fair, to be honest with you. I do understand there will be people with different opinions on this, because a lot of people, you know, enjoy trapping and they enjoy building all those T1s up, but I don't know. I think it can be done in moderation. I don't think you need that many troops to do it. So yeah, that's basically what I think IGG should look at. I think they should maybe look at implementing something. Maybe not necessarily what I've discussed today, the troop ratios and the nerfing, but definitely something that to kind of like stop people from abusing the T1 system. Because I see a lot of players doing it, and don't get me wrong, guys, I've not gone and attacked someone this afternoon and got it done to me, and that's why I'm having a little bit of a moan. It ain't that at all. I'm absolutely fine. I just, you know, was thinking about it, and I thought, is this something that people would like? I think it would add a whole new dimension to the game, to be perfectly honest with you. I think, you know, if you were having to think about what to train, how many to train, you know, properly, knowing that there's actually a consequence if you go over a certain limit on lower tier troops. You know, you've got to get the calculator out and start working out exactly how many troops you need to make, you know, making it a bit more strategic. I think it will add a whole new element and a new dimension to the game. I know many of you probably will disagree, but like I say, just an opinion, guys, you know, just something I wanted to talk about. And if you think maybe different, if you think no, or if you think yes, this could work, or you have a different way of implementing it, I don't know, pop it in the comments. It'd be nice to see what you guys think about this topic. Yeah, like I say, it worked with other games, really did. And, you know, it's always nice when you're attacking players and you come across someone that's took the piss a little bit and built too many of those tier 1 troops, and you hit them, and then you look at the battle report and you've killed about 10 million troops. It's a bit, you know, it's quite nice. You feel a fist pump in the air, yes, you know, when that happens. It's quite satisfying. And, you know, anyway, have a think about it. Let us know what you think, guys. I think it's a pretty good idea, but hey ho, I might be wrong, but again, just an opinion. So anyway, guys, if this is your first time here, like I said before, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. I've got some giveaways coming up very, very soon, guys, so make sure you keep the notification button on so you're notified when the giveaway videos come up. They will be coming up very, very soon. So I will be doing a giveaway, which I'm looking forward to doing. It's be the first giveaway on my channel. It's sort of like a celebration for getting over 300 subscribers in 6 weeks. I think it's absolutely fantastic. You guys, very much appreciate you guys for support and watching my videos. So thank you ever so much for that. And until the next time, guys, peace out.
Oh my.